and just explore with you a little bit further how perhaps Northern Irish politics compares to Scottish politics, because certainly since the 2014 referendum in Scotland, you get some casual parallels drawn from time to time, and occasionally you even hear things like, the Ulsterification of Scottish politics, the idea that there's a polarisation happening in Scotland along nationalist and unionist lines that's similar somehow to what's happened in Northern Ireland. I wonder if you could kind of digest to what extent you can draw any parallels like that between the politics of Scotland and the politics of Northern Ireland.
Yeah, people like me for years said, oh, we need to normalise our politics. And instead what we did was, as you say, Ulsterise everybody else's politics in some ways. And I think Brexit did that in a lot of ways. When you put, and I say this, by the way, as somebody who unashamedly aspires to a new Ireland, I think that is constitutionally and geographically and economically a sensible thing for an island of our size. So it's not to say that having a view on the constitution is subversive or destructive or anything like that. But I think when you put a divisive issue into the center of every part of your politics and every day, and you basically say, divide yourself along these lines, it sucks the energy and the oxygen out of all of the other debates. And if there are conversations, and this has been the story of Northern Ireland's life, there've been movements and campaigns and efforts to focus on things that would be, I suppose, the common good, and just a binary question will be put into the middle of them. Yes, but are you looking to Dublin or are you looking to London? And I think Scottish politics has suffered from that to a degree as well. And as I say, I don't minimise people having views on either side of the constitutional question, but really the way you need to, people have it, whatever your constitutional arrangement, people have needs in the everyday. And certainly for us in Northern Ireland, when Stormont was down, for example, was put down by Sinn Féin in 2017 and then by the DUP last year. And you just try to remind people that whatever that kind of thing that you and your community want in the here and now, somebody is making decisions about your life and about the waiting list you're on and about your kids' schools. We just have to decide whether we want that to be taken by people who are democratically elected and broadly in line with the Good Friday Agreement. So I suppose those would be the parallels. It is fair to say that I think Brexit has obviously been the main fault line in all of our politics, and definitely, I will always, if I live to be 100, I will look back on these as the Brexit years. It has dominated, so much of my working life for the last 7 years, but it has. If I think of the Good Friday Agreement was about less having to focus on identity and borders and sovereignty, and Brexit, and then generally the constitutional question inserts those right back into the middle of politics. And as I say, it displaces all of the other common public goods and shared outcomes. And you can see similar happening in Scotland at times.